Hey everyone, Angelo here, Hollywood filmmaker. This is amazing. I'm at the Los Angeles River. I'm on a bridge, but okay, I have the sunglasses down. There's a bike trail. I've been biking along. I biked 5 miles north? Yes, north. And oh, it looks like a load of horse crap on that bridge. This is a horse crossing, I think. I don't know, I saw signs for it somewhere. But I decided, okay, I've been riding my bike to a nearby park, but it's not really suited for bike riding. It's very small. You can circle the park on your bike in 2 or 3 minutes. A lot of people walking around, so you got to kind of slow down and go out of their way. And people walking their dogs. So I'm like, I want to go further. So this is I've just been like a little country boy out here, practically like, wow, look at all the big sights. And what is that? Anti-fascist flag? Hell yeah. Anti-fascist flag up there behind me. How'd they get up there? Oh, it's not that high. A little scary to look up. And Bloody Gums sign over here. But this is amazing. I am so thrilled. So I wanted to just push myself with my bike riding, partly because I hurt my ribs the other week. I'm still recovering. It's getting much better. I can ride my bike, fortunately, but I can't do certain exercises. I cannot do pull-ups, cannot do crunches, so cannot do push-ups. So I'm going to what am I saying? I'm getting distracted. There's a bunch of people around. So I decided, okay, I'm going to do a long bike ride. I was looking for bike trails around here, and a bunch of traffic just passed. And oh, look at this hill behind me. I love hills like this, so close. Oh, that's a good shot. You don't see the river in that shot. Anyways, so I decided, okay, I want to ride my bike further. I want to have an actual trail, an experience on an actual bike trail in LA. I'm tired of navigating streets and avoiding cars anyway, so I looked up various trails. I'm like, okay, this seems like a good one because nice and long. There's also Elysian Park. There's the LA Hollywood Reservoir, but I wanted to try this Griffith Park, which is right around here. I actually got like around to the entrance of it, and then I heard a cop say, stop here, and I was like, oh shit, I hope they're not talking about me because I just crossed the street somewhere. I kept riding down the path, then I looked around, they pulled over a pickup truck with jet skis. So anyways, I wanted to ride a long bike trail, but I'm like, okay, I know bike rides wipe me out as far as energy, so I need to figure out how do I keep my energy up for this bike ride. What do I do? Eat a big breakfast? What? I looked up the strategy for it that people, cycle or even running or other, heavy cardio activities. Basically, it's like load up on food the day before, not junk food. You can't just eat anything, but like, good mix of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. So, okay, yesterday I had 2 servings of rice and quinoa. How do you pronounce it? Quinoa, I think. Oh, look at that, the red bird behind me. I can't see much with my sunglasses and the sun's bright. But anyway, that's amazing right there. And there are other big birds like geese around here. They're not even scared at all. Like chickens or something. I don't know what they were, roosters. They got the red face, just calm. Like I was passing right by them. They didn't mind. I think these are like genetic freaks. They've been evolving to not be scared of humans. But okay, so I did that. I ate some extra rice. With my dinner, I ate a sweet potato with peanut butter. And then I had the most amazing experience last night. I went to Brain Dead Studios. I should have filmed a review outside the theater, but I kind of wanted to get home. I saw Sid and Nancy. Holy crap. I'm trying to keep it so it's not just the sun, but like you get a good shot of everything. I think that movie was amazing. Alex Cox directed it. He wrote it, and somebody else wrote it with him. Oh my goodness. The audience was mesmerized. I was just sitting there. I was like gauging my body language because I kept, like, my jaw kept dropping because I was like, one, I can't believe what I'm seeing. I cannot believe I'm watching, Gary Oldman play an incredible performance, and I don't know the woman's name who plays Nancy Spungen. But she's amazing too, as is everybody in the film. The guy who plays Johnny Rotten, amazing. I didn't really know much about Sid Vicious other than what I looked up a while ago, based what I heard about this movie. I had no idea how amazing and powerful this movie was. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. So at Brain Dead, I had a onigiri, like rice with tuna in it, and seaweed crisp. So that was nice. Little extra protein and carbohydrates. That's what they're called. And then it's just, I can't say enough about that movie. Like, it would be so futile for me to talk about it. Mesmerizing. It never cops out. It never moralizes. It never tries to tell a cautionary tale or anything. It just lets you experience. It's like, hey, it's almost like the movie's like, of all, telling you of all the experiences in the universe that you can have, here's one that's unusual that you'd probably never see anywhere else. Gary Oldman as Sid Vicious, just, he's on heroin the entire movie. I'm like, and I'm thinking, like, how do you have a story about a guy, and Nancy, she's basically on heroin the entire movie. Now, basically, she is. Like, they're on heroin the entire movie. How do you have characters who are compelling and interesting? And it's not just shtick. It's not just an impersonation. Gary Oldman is a force of nature in this movie. And he's so, it tricked out my brain. Like, is he really high? Like, it was so good how he did it. So powerful and so subtle, and like, it just wasn't even like anything else I've ever seen. So just mesmerizing, amazing film. I heard people there's one moment in the movie, if you've seen it, you know what it is. I don't want to spoil anything, even though I knew, the characters died young. I mean, the people died young in real life, and I knew basically what happened. Nobody really knows what happened with Nancy, but anyways, I don't know, maybe a few people do, but so I knew all that stuff. I knew they died young, and it was very, very tragic. But what was I saying? Yeah, fucking bugs. Anyways, I don't know what I was saying. Oh, people a woman gasped in the theater, and she spoke for all of us when she gasped, because the movie, it's so subtle how it delivers this really brutal thing that it's so delicately, delivered to the audience. And the movie, again, it never moralizes. It's not like, oh, here's the good times on drugs, but then here's the bad times, the decline, when, like, Sid Vicious leaves the Sex Pistols. No, it's just like everybody around him seems to encourage him, or like, at least in the movie, the way it's portrayed, just like expect him to be on drugs and drunk because it's like good for his image and stuff. And it's like nobody stopped him. The fans aren't stopping him, but you don't really judge anyone for it. Like, who had the power to do anything about it? Heroin is a very, very hard drug to get off of. And I mean, you basically can't. Like, the withdrawal is horrific. I've never seen a performance like that before. Anyways, and it was a pretty big house at Brain Dead Studios. I love it. Just amazing experience. And on the ride home, I heard people like coming out of, more than one person saying, "How did we pick that movie?" And they were very quiet. Like, everybody was dead quiet in the movie. This movie was shocking just for the like, holy crap, like, these people's lives are so messed up. But there was a group of friends next to me, and one of them leaned over, and this one girl next to me, I swear, I wanted to say, like, are you okay? Like, I thought she was crying. I think she was laughing, but she covered up her face. I just looked at her, like, and like, sort of looked at her friends like, is she okay? But one of the friends asked her, I think I heard one of the friends say, like, why did you pick this movie? Like, in the middle of the movie. They were whispering, very quiet, didn't bother me. I totally understood why they asked that. This is a movie that, like, dares you to judge it. Anyways, just so powerful. I was so inspired by it. Just amazing. Like I said, it doesn't cop out to anything. A lot of movies like this, I feel like at a certain point, it's like they want to give you some relief, some humor, some subplot, some whatever, and this doesn't do that, but it doesn't make it like brutal for you. It doesn't make it like oh, you gotta like look up and realize, see, this is a cautionary tale. What happened? I feel like there wasn't even really a cautionary tale. It was just showing this tragic story and this very unusual relationship that Sid Vicious had with this young American woman who, was like supporting him and sort of being like a mother figure, and they almost couldn't even have a romantic relationship because they were so strung out on drugs all the time. It was like there was no intimacy a lot of the time. But anyways, just fascinating look at life, and make of it what you will, but absolutely incredible. So I'm amazed. The site, the movie was inspiring. So much to do in LA. I'm in my writing classes again, so the writing has resumed, and right now it's not a ton of work each day. I'm trying to make the most of it, but I know it's going to ramp up as the weeks go on. So anyways, having a great time out here, and I got to bike another 15 miles or so home. The bike ride through Silver Lake was kind of grimy getting here, meaning it was kind of dangerous. Like there were no sidewalks at a certain point, and there was a ramp to the 101 where I had to go past, and it's like this was like this. I have to really make sure no cars are coming here. There's nowhere to avoid the road, and then it gets a little better, even though it's like stop and go. There's no the wheelchair like ramp sort of at the edge of certain side curbs, because I don't want to ride on the street. So anyways, there's my bike, my trusty bike. I'm Angelo, Hollywood filmmaker, cycleman, Sid and Nancy fanatic, aficionado, and I'm gonna finish my bike ride of the LA River. Tell me other cool bike trails in LA, everybody. All right.